Darcey and Georgi, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Georgi, you did great with the ring. Can we see it, Darcey?
I actually have it in Connecticut. We're in New York right now doing some stuff, and I wanted to leave it safe and sound there because we didn't want to give any spoilers because everyone keeps seeing us on the street and stuff. So we thought it was best just to kind of keep it on the DL until it's out there more. So, but we're really, really, very grateful. I love the ring. It's very close to my heart, and excited to be able to finally talk about it at least. So yeah, we came here like a few days ago, so I just want to make sure that it was not spoiled yet.
Okay, so where are you all? You said you're not in Connecticut. Where are you?
We're in New York, yes.
Okay. Are you there for just what? Business?
It's some business, business and a little pleasure.
Okay, all right. Well, it's been a long time coming for you girls. So I just want to know, I just want you to describe the feeling for me when Georgi got on one knee and pulled out that ring.
Oh, yeah. It was a very surreal moment. It was a beautiful day. There was some tension in the air from the night before. I know you guys saw the little teaser there, but what doesn't hurt you makes you stronger. And it was just, I didn't realize, I think all the emotions he was having on when he was quiet, kind of a little quiet and a little less open. It was making me feel like things weren't right for some reason. So I was a little caught off guard, but we always work on our issues in the end. And I think he was just trying to find the right moment, really.
Right.
And when he did, it was so romantic. It threw me off. I had no clue. And I teared up and he teared up, and I really felt his emotion, and it really made me realize how much he does love me. And just to be free, lean back and just accept it. And that's when I knew it was right. And I said yes.
Yeah. Well, Darcey, you said you were surprised by the proposal.
Yeah.
So that being said, Georgi, how did you know that this was the right time to actually pop the question?
So I know she's the right one because we've been talking for a long time, even before we meet. And I feel the connection for the beginning, even from the phone. And when we meet, the connection even was stronger. And after this moving during the quarantine, live together, that's the best time to know someone between each other, and to when you live with someone during the quarantine especially and get comfortable, that's gonna find the real person, the real personality. So if you can survive during the quarantine, I guess we're good to be forever together until we can survive anything else.
All right, well, let's get into the nitty-gritty stuff. I have to ask you some of the things that fans are just curious about. Darcey, given the roadblock that you two hit when you all moved in together, when you found out that Georgi was still legally married, what do you say to fans who are concerned that once again you're picking the wrong guy?
Right. You know what? I mean, that was not an easy situation to go through, but like I said, taking the risk on him coming to Connecticut and having that opportunity for us to grow and learn more about each other. And it was still a new relationship, and I don't judge him on having a separation or going through a divorce. I've been there, trust me, and it's not easy. So I just wanted him to know that I'm by his side. I just wanted everybody to be, understanding, and the kids, for everybody not to get like, oh, well, here we go again. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I love him dearly. And I just didn't want my kids to get hurt or me to get hurt. I just didn't know how to approach it. I held it in, so I didn't really say anything to a lot of people at that time. I didn't know much about it myself, and the court to close. It's like there was no outcome for what reasons at that time, and it was confusing. But we stood by each other's side. We made it work. I was like, how can we be proactive? What things can we do while it's shut down so you can be prepared? It just was things like that, and. He handled it on his own. I wasn't prying, what are the details? I just wanted him to know you have a support system here. He did everything on his own. I just wanted him to know that I am here emotionally to support him. And I just I was holding it in because I didn't really, we just moved to quarantine. There was a lot of stuff happening, within a few weeks period of time. So, we stayed strong. We stayed strong through it.
Well, Georgi, what's the status of your marriage now? Is the divorce complete, or what can you tell us?
Yeah, I mean, was very hard to get divorced because I was supposed to get divorced actually, before even I moved to Connecticut, everything shut down. But because of the quarantine, everything shut down, the court shut down. So it was very very hard, so nothing was open. So this keep going, and
You stay positive through it, actually.
Yeah, very positive.
Yeah.
But like now, currently, is that something that's still a struggle? Like, have you been able to actually complete the divorce or no?
Yeah, with the time, we're gonna find out what actually is happening.
Okay, I get that. I respect it. I have to ask, you know, I respect it, that's totally. Darcey, this is for you. I see this a lot, and I just want you to somewhat just clear the air. A lot of people assume that you and your sister are in competition with each other. They think that she got married, now you're rushing to walk down the aisle. I just want to know, what's your response to that?
Well, Stacey and I have always been close. Obviously, we're twins. We share a unique bond, and a lot of things we've always done is in tandem, you know, and I don't think it's a competition. People might see it that way because people relate twins as having a competition. We only want the best for each other. So whether she gets married first, like, you know, originally when we had our kids, you know, she had her son first, then my daughter, it was like everything was like back to back. So I'm just happy she found what she wanted, and I'm just looking for, you know, the same thing for me. It doesn't have a timeline for who does what first. I think that's just the way it seems, but that's not the case. We are very supportive of each other's journey, and we do like similar things. I mean, it's kind of ironic how she's had the two boys, I had the two girls. We got married around the same time originally, and we moved to LA at the same time. We started our company together. Now, you know, she had Florian come. Then ironically, like, you know,
you get divorced the same time.
We got divorced on the same day. Like, there's so many synchronicities and things that are ironic the way we live our lives. It's just how it is, and the only way that we know to do things, and it's kind of subconscious. It just happens that way. So to all the people that think it's a competition, no, that's just how Darcey and Stacey are.
Yeah. Well, Georgi, what do you say to fans who are overprotective of Darcey and they're concerned that you might not be genuine when it comes to this relationship, or, you know, wanting a marriage with her?
I can say everything is good between us, and I have her back. I'm always gonna have her back, and I'll always gonna love her, and I'll be there for her. And I guess that's why the things between us working very well, because we both givers and we both protecting each other. We both have each other back and trust each other, and that's the most important for one relationship. You know, to be together, to trust each other, to be best friends with each other, to have their back with each other, and you know, to keep going. So can tell them I'm there for her, and always that's my personality, that's who I am, and always we'll have each other back.
I appreciate the fans and their concerns and stuff. I just gotta follow my heart and trust and know that he will be there and love me forever the way he says he does. So.
I go through our relationships, and even in life I go through a lot. I'm grow up for my age, and everything is with experience, you know.
So I feel it, and then knowing him the time that I've known him, I definitely feel that sincerity in him. So.
Yeah. Well, I know from my personal experiences, if you like dealing with toxic relationships, it sometimes makes you question your own judgment, like when choosing in after that. Given your unhealthy relationships that you've had with Jesse and Tom, how did you know that Georgi's different? How did you know that he's the one?
Yeah, because it's like, I feel like he doesn't try to trigger that situation to happen. It's like, yeah, you know, you have to go through, you know, your life lessons and learn how to, you know, what you want in a relationship. And in the past, it was like, I've always felt like purposely got triggered. They wanted to trigger me or something like that. And it's like things that, gaslighting, and I don't, that doesn't like, that hurts me. And it's like little red flags flare if I feel like that's coming against, like a little intuition or feeling. And it's like, you get upset about it. And then it could be something false, could be something you don't know. Sometimes it's like, okay, well, why is this happening? You overthink it, I think. But he's just like, no, that's not the case, you know? So I just trust him in the way how his demeanor is about it. He's not, you know, he's very calm about it. So I'm able to kind of like not get triggered.
Yeah,
you know, it's that, because I don't want to ever be in like a really toxic relationship again. That just was like awful. But I've learned how to heal from that, and you know, it wasn't easy, but I feel like he understands, and he's been through some stuff in the past too. So I feel like we help each other and know that we'll always just be there for each other. And we might see things that are always the way that they are, but then you have to be comforting to that person, like, no, babe, this is why you might think it's like this, but it's really not, you know?
Yeah, and the secret,
in the
pretty much,
demeanor.
the secret is to be with any woman, it's you need to be patient, understanding, and compromise all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
And same
even
for both.
if you know you're wrong, you say, you're right.
Yeah. It's that ability to let go of your ego. Leave your ego at the door.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally get that. So Darcey, have you found peace with your past relationships now, knowing that they've led you to Georgi?
Oh, absolutely. I am so grateful that I've taken time to heal. I didn't jump right into this relationship like people might assume. And I've stayed strong and I've worked on myself, and I'm really grateful that he came into my life at the right time. It was, a time when I was, enjoying this process of healing, and honoring, what I deserve the most, loving myself and my daughters first. And it came when I least expected it. And it seemed like it happened fast, but we did take our baby steps.
We talked for a year before we met.
Very friendly, very cordial. And, I just wasn't ready at the time. So I was always friendly back. But when I was ready, I just knew. And I knew he was, he mentioned he was going to be in Miami at the same time. I said, yeah, why not? Let's meet. And it was like, wow, well, how come? I get it. All that had to happen because that time we met was the right time. Any other time we probably would have met before, maybe it was the wrong time because I wasn't done healing or whatever else I had to go through. And same for him. He had to go through his stuff too.
The funny part is during this year we always gonna make different plans to meet.
Yeah.
But never happened because I guess it wasn't the right time.
It wasn't the right time.
And in Miami, it just happened right away. I don't know. It's just spontaneous.
It's the universe.
Yeah.
So has Tim or Jesse reached out? I know you're probably not looking for it, but have you heard anything?
No, I haven't heard
to congratulate you.
No, I haven't heard from either of them. I wish them well. I'm just living my life and loving the journey that I'm on, and I just ready to move on from the past, and I haven't heard anything from them, and that's okay.
Do you plan on changing your last name?
I'm gonna keep both, so we'll be hyphenated. It'd be Darcey Silva Rusev.
Yeah. Well, Georgi, how do you feel being a stepdad? Like you're about to be a stepdad to 2 teenage girls. How does that feel?
Well, I feel good because I've been through a lot, even in my teenage age, and I go through a lot, moving different cities and moving to the United States, living by myself, learn a lot. So I know the dollars, it's everything for Darcey. So I'm always there for them wherever they need advice, with everything they need. I'll be always there for them with advices and anything else.
Yeah, he's actually very older and wise for his years. I think it's because he has, learned a lot at a young age as well, and traveled and been here for quite a time. So he's been around the world. He's, has that mindset that I appreciate, and he's a very good asset for us. I feel like we're like a very strong family unit, and as partners together, like we raise each other up. Like there's no feeling of something more than I do because of age or anything like that. It's never like that. You know what I mean? And the girls, they're teenagers now, so he gets it. Like it just flows. I don't know how else to describe it, but everybody's really happy and excited for the future.
Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts on putting your own family together? Is that a possibility, or you're done with the kids?
Well, if it's, God's hands, so absolutely we've talked about it. And if that happens, we totally feel blessed and love that opportunity.
You never know.
You never know.
So you have talked about it. So it's not off the table totally.
It was off the table,
yeah.
Okay.
A little Georgi.
Well, are we going to get a televised wedding? How do you feel about that? Are you going to bring us all into this special day of yours?
I think it would be absolutely beautiful to televise a wedding, and Stacey too, I think, because, obviously she got married during, the quarantine, and I think she wants her fairy tale wedding as well. Maybe do it twin style or not. We'll see what the future holds. But nonetheless, I think it'd be very beautiful. It's such a blessing for us to share that journey along with you guys as well. And, hey, 2 is always better than 1. So why not?